Hi, I'm Annie, and I really would love to share with you the feeling of energy healing that you can do yourself. And to practice energy healing, you need to have cleared all of your hurts and wounds and your own heavy energy to be able to go and work cleanly, track cleanly with another person. Otherwise, you could take your own heavy energy and drop some off on them. That's not what you go to a healer for. So for me, if I'm going to a healer, I want to know if they have been supervised in their healing, because that's really crucial. Um, Anything that I've been certified in my life, I have been supervised in. So in the Celtic shamanic training from the elders, we were supervised in our work. And later in the Inca tradition of shamanic energy healing, we were really heavily supervised in our work. And that means that I make all my mistakes while I'm training and that I come to you as an energy healer in that openness and cleanness of being that energy healer. Except I've got to say that 2 years ago, when my son transitioned really suddenly, it was a complete and utter shock. And I went into really heavy grief. And I've got to say, it's taken me 2 years to work with that wounding, to seek help, and to work with a personal energy healer that I have. I've also done a lot of work myself, as you can. And just to show you that, the first thing you can do is think of someone you love. Close your eyes. It might be a favorite pet that you could look to. It could be another adult. It could be a child. You can feel the vibration change, can't you? You can feel the signature of that vibration of love. It feels light and joyous. And and if we turn that around, if you walk into a room that's got heavy energy in it, that maybe somebody's had a row in, you can feel that too, can't you? That really, it's contracted energy, it's pulled in, it's angry, it's impatient, whatever it is. But that vital energy force runs through us from the heavens, through the crown, all the way down through our body, out through our feet and into the earth and back up again. And it's like a continuous flow, and it's like shaped like a donut. It's called a torus. So that luminous energy field that we have around us is where the experiences are. And if it's a light experience, it's light energy. That flows really easily. If it's a heavy experience, it's heavy energy. And that gets stuck sometimes, doesn't it? And when it's been hanging around a while, it might impact our physical bodies as well. It might make us feel poorly. So sometimes we dabble in energy habits too. I check, and I had to check an awful lot about my grief energy, which was so heavy in the beginning. And I allowed that to be there, I have to say, resisting anything, resisting an emotional feeling, resisting the energy of something means it gets anchored down into your light body, into your chakras, into your prana, and things don't move as smoothly as they did before. And I was anchored down really, really heavily into my grief, but I knew I was. And I think I began to work on that, asking for help from that highest intelligence of life and asking for help from energy healing friends and a mentor that I have. But when we dabble in the habit, when we get stuck somewhere in judgment, in victim, in worry or sadness, that makes our beautiful light contract down, and it feels really heavy and tight. And you have to clear all of that before you can practice on somebody else with their healing. So Um, I have done an awful lot of work on my grief to be able to come today to share this with you. So I've worked for over 20 years in energy healing. And as I say, I trained in the flower of life, into sacred geometry, in angelic Reiki, in many other things, as well as my Celtic and Peruvian shamanism. And I always come to a space like this straight from the heart. Because slowing down to love, the way we did it a minute ago, it brings a kind of a freshness and a newness, a beginner's mind to everything. And that's what we're doing today. We're coming with a beginner's mind. We're letting go of grief just for the moment, of judgment, of anything else we've got going on. And we're just being here. And I'm going to show you how to help yourself do that. And it's with the breath. And it's called the angelic breath, the 4-4-4 breath. So we breathe in for 4 through the nose. We hold it for 4. And we exhale for 4. And before we do that, we're going to get grounded in our chair. Make sure our feet are on the earth or on the floor, wherever you are, and your back's straight. And we're ready to do this beautiful breath. Beginner's angelic breath. So in through the nose for 4. Hold for 4. 2, 3, 4. And out for 4. 2, 3, 4. And again in for 4. Hold for 4. And out for 4. Now we're going to do 2 or 3 of those on our own. So you can already feel the slowing down to getting really present in this space. And we're going to create a bridge from us to the heavens, which is beautiful, because if you have anybody you love who's transitioned like I have with my son, then it's kind of, I feel like I'm always plugged in, I'm always connected to the heavens. And that's about a foot, your 8th chakra, a foot above the head here. And it's a beautiful golden chakra, absolutely stunning. So we start with our hands together at the heart, taking the heart energy up to the heavens, up to that 8th chakra, and bringing it right around us, front and back, and below our feet, a little bit into the earth, until we've got this beautiful arm's width sphere all around us. And that's called a Wirra Kocha, which means in Quechuan, sacred space. That's the language of the Inca shaman. Our connection to the heavens. So we're plugged in. Isn't that gorgeous? And you can plug yourself in at any time. This is a special space because we're going to do some healing of our luminous energy fields, of our light body. And that's why we brought this sacred space around it. But you can do that. You can do it with intention, just by sitting on a park bench. I used to do that quite a bit when Anthony, who was struggling with his mental health, was having a bad day. After, helping him as much as I could, I'd go out and sit in the garden and just sit in the stillness and the beauty of the greenery around me. But you can do it at the beach. You can do it in the bath, in the shower. You can even create your own sacred space like I have here. That shelf is for Anthony, with sacred objects around and a photograph and a candle that's lit. You might be able to see the candle if you look closely, bringing light into that area to honour Anthony. And I have other bits and pieces. around and about the house, stones and shells and memory bits and pieces, things that people I love have given to me that are displayed on mantelpieces. Those are my sacred spaces too. And they're simply spaces of love. So we've done the breath and we've opened our Wirakacha. And we've talked about how to bring that sense of love into the space. That's really important. So we prepared everything with integrity. And our intention is to heal our light body because the light body informs the physical body. So if we heal the heavy energy out of that space, then the physical body will also lighten up. Isn't that lovely? Lighten up. So we're going to run energy from the heavens all around our sacred Wirakacha. And we're going to do that with intention. So I want you to imagine the most beautiful, pure, white, sweet light coming down from the heavens and washing all around this beautiful sphere. You know, it's cascading down it like a waterfall, taking away any of the heavy hoocha and taking it into the earth and transforming it into light. Oh, just imagine it. I get quite a tingle when I call on this beautiful Sami energy down from the heavens, all around this sphere, just cascading and cascading. So close your eyes and sit with that for a minute. Beautiful, beautiful, washing away, dissolving all that heavy energy that's stuck on the outside of your luminous energy field. Washing it down into Mother Earth, Pachamama, taking it away. And also, if you wish to do the inside, you can imagine you've got a little door that you're just going to open, and this Sami energy is flooding inside. It's like double cream or melted chocolate swirling all around, but it's illuminous. It's beautifully, beautifully bright, and it's clearing away the inside energy, the nearest heavy energy to your body, and all the way out to the edge of your sacred space, to the edge of your Merkaba, which is an arm's width, maybe a bit more above and below your body, and to the side, this huge sphere, this gorgeous space. And in the Sami comes and all around, swirling around, you can see it, you can feel it. It's slightly warm, it's tingly, it might be cool for you. How are you feeling that Sami energy? And as the last piece goes up and out through the door, close the door again. Feel the gentle cascade on the outside. Now that will carry on washing your Wirakacha, washing your luminous energy field for the rest of the day. So we're going to run that beautiful healing energy for the rest of today. And we know that energy is mainly invisible. And if we rub our hands together, then just gently bring them in again, you can actually feel that the heat that you've created with the friction. You can't see it. But don't they have signatures? Don't experiences and circumstances in our life have vibrational signatures? You know when it's light and you know when it's heavy. And we've been born with that guide to be able to tell us when we are stuck in judgment or grief or really a whole pile of sadness. What can we do? Well, we've done it together. You can set that healing going with your own intention. And I'm going to run extra, with your permission, extra energy around you while we're on this space together. So we're running energy with an intention of healing, and we've prepared it all with integrity. That's really, really important that we track cleanly. So now we have used our breath, we have opened our sacred space, our Wira culture, and we have run the heavenly energy to wash away. And the next thing that we can do is to work on the chakras. And you can do that just by having a shower and setting the intention, front and back, or an Epsom salt bath, or going for a swim. And I'm sure you have some fabulous ways of making your life light. Mine's music, but it took me a long time to bring music back into my life. I now do drumming, healing, and sound baths. I love the feel of the sun on my face. Just imagine the sun on your face right now. There is something beautiful about sunshine, isn't there? I also like the rain on my face, actually. That's beautiful as well. And then next time, we're going to look at how to clear the chakras and also how to do a simple little fire ceremony. That's already on YouTube, the fire ceremony. How to blow heavy energy into a fire stick, into what we shaman call a death arrow, but it means the kind of end of the heavy energy, that's all. Into the fire stick and let go of everything into that stick. So letting go of the heavy energy, letting go of the light energy so that we're not attached to it. And then we transmute that in the candle flame or in an outside fire if we're lucky enough to have space to do that. That's next time. So let's close sacred space. So we start again at our hands, at our heart, and we take them down this time to bring up this very sacred energy back to our heart. It doesn't mean that we brought our energy field in. It just means that the sacred space we've created has been closed. And in that sacred space, you will have had guides to protect you. And that's the end of the energy healing today. As simple as that. There are many more practices and many more tools that we can do, but they will be in future videos. Oh, and by the way, there is a handout about shamanic energy healing free on my website, www.annipool.com. So go and help yourself to that. Take care.